one of them that is my wife's favorite. It's not really a souvenir shop, but it's her favorite shop, the Alaska Fudge Company here on the right. Just beyond it is another favorite, the Caribou Crossings. They have a lot of locally and Alaskan-made items in there, including porcupine quill earrings, which happens to be made by my wife. That's my one shameless plug of the day. Ahead on our left, we're going to be passing a large parking deck. A lot of people ask, why in the world do you have a parking deck on a scenic waterfront? Basically, we needed the parking area. There wasn't any other room for it at the time, so that's where it went. Of course, then we had to find a place for the Juneau Public Library, which went up on top. Now, the library, when you're back in town, is a good place to find free Wi-Fi if you're looking for that later today. Also, over to our right, we're passing the Red Dog Saloon, currently in its third original location. Red Dog has been here since the 1890s and the gold rush days, and they still try to relive those days, complete with sawdust on the floors. Of course, they do put a fire retardant in the sawdust now, which is something they wish they'd done at the last location. And just ahead on the right is the Juneau City Hall. As we pass it, you'll notice a mural painted on the side that depicts the Tlingit legend of how humans came into the world. Basically, the story goes that Raven was walking along a beach one day and discovered a clamshell. Curious as to what might be inside, he opened it and out came people, and they started spreading throughout the world. And now you know where we all came from. As we pass through this intersection, up the hill to the right is the Alaska State Capitol building. It was that kind of brown-colored plain office building up at the top of the hill. It's not a very fancy building. It was originally built in 1934, and at that time it was supposed to be the federal building for the territory of Alaska, and then later became our state capitol building. Now, when it was originally built, they put a post office in there, but for some reason they put it on the third floor of the building. Well, shortly after they opened, they discovered there was a regulation that said you can't have a post office above the second floor. Well, by then, nobody wanted to move the heavy sorting equipment, so they weren't going to relocate the post office, so they came up with a different solution. They renumbered the floors.
Stand straight top, it looks like a Christmas tree. It is our Sitka spruce tree, and it is our state tree as well. The mountain that we're going over today has over 300 miles of tunnel underneath it today from the early 1900s. They used tunnels for gold mining back then. This is a picture of a processing mill. It burnt down in 1964. And once it did catch fire, they couldn't put the fire out, so they let it burn for 6 days straight. Once it burnt down, all the other mines and other mine shafts and smaller processing mills shut down because this was one of the main ones. They processed gold back then. The waterfront that you guys came in on today, this is our Juneau channel. It is part of the Pacific Ocean. Just across from our Juneau channel, this island right in front of us, this whole island is Douglas Island. And at the south end of Douglas Island, where that brown beach is, next to that harbor, that brown beach has been there since early 1900s. Whatever rock they had left over from the mines, they crushed it up into sand, turned it into a man-made beach today. Once we reach top Mount Roberts, we do have the Raven Eagle Gift Shop, the Timberline Bar and Grill Restaurant, the Chilkat Theater. Chilkat Theater has a movie called Seeing Daylight. It plays 18 minutes long, plays every half hour on the hour, and the movie is free. Feel free to check out a movie. It tells more of the history of Juneau, some of its native culture. We also have the Juneau Raptor Center at the top. The Juneau Raptor Center does have one eagle. The eagle's name is Lady Baltimore. They'll have more information about Lady Baltimore at the Raptor Center. We also have the Nature Center. Nature Center does sell other maps of Juneau, and they also sell a map up here because we have a 1.5 mile to 2 mile trail, and it goes in a big loop. There's a few observation decks along the way, along the trail as well. If you do not feel like staying on top of Mount Roberts very long, the tram does go up and down every 5 minutes. It'll be either this car, the Eagle car, or the Raven car, that one that just went down. We also have rolls up here. Once we reach Skybridge, there's no running around on Skybridge. There's yellow rope and ramps up here, for they are there for your safety, so please do not lean over them.
There's an eagle.
The tickets that you guys bought today, you can put them away. When you folks are heading back down, all we check for is your stamps.
I'm taking it. Just going round and round.
Can you get? Trying to make sure I'm not in your way. That's gorgeous. That was very nice of you.
Yeah. He slowed down just for us to take this movie. Here, Eagle. Right here.
We're slowing down because we're getting ready to reach Skybridge.
Oh, amazing!
When we come to please stop, and we'll be exiting out these 2 doors right in front of me, right behind you folks. They have the exit sign right above them. When we go to stop, please watch the step as the exit. Tram has intensity, just play side to side.
He's having fun. Did you wish you could be an eagle?
That's neat.
Oh.